Ooh, you miss me? I know. Hi Sois, if today is your first time coming across my channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell icon so when I upload a new video, you'll be the first to get notified. So in today's video, we're going to be learning how to sew a hair bonnet. If this is something you would like to learn, go ahead and watch the video to the end and also share with your sewing friends. All right, so I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into 4. Okay, I folded into 2, then into 4. So I'm going to go ahead and measure the size of my hair bonnet. So I'm using 15 inches on both sides. So I'm going to mark all the way to the other side. It's a circle. The Ankara fabric I was going to mix with this was a leftover fabric I've used. So I noticed it wasn't enough for this project, so I ended up cutting this circle a little bit smaller. So I ended up using 13 inches. Okay, so if you want yours to be bigger than this, you can go ahead and use the 15 inches, but if what you saw in the intro video you liked it, you can go ahead and use the 13 inches. Okay, so let's go ahead. This is when I placed the satin on my Ankara fabric and found out that it was too big, so I went ahead to resize the fabric and I used 13 inches. All right, so if you're new to this channel, please support us and subscribe to this channel. Promise to be uploading interesting sewing videos on this channel, so stay connected. So after I was done resizing, I went ahead to place on my Ankara fabric and I cut out the excess part of this fabric. Okay, so if you notice, I didn't iron this Ankara, so it was really squeezed. So I'm going to go ahead and iron it. And once I was done with it, I started sewing round 1/2 inches all round the hair bonnet. So I kept 2 inches space for where I was going to pass my elastic. So just go ahead and sew round 1/2 inches, keeping a space for where you insert the elastic. So I went ahead to cut every excess that I had there. I unpinned the fabric and I went ahead to turn the hair bonnet to the right side. Okay, so once I was done, I unpressed this and this is what it looks beautiful already. Okay, so I went ahead to mark 1.5 inches inward all around the hair bonnet. So once I was done with that, I went ahead to also mark 1/2 inches. The 1/2 inches was for the elastic casing. Okay, so once you're done marking the 1.5 inches round the circle, you go ahead and mark 1/2 inches for your elastic casing. So I used a 1/2 inch elastic. If you're using a 1 inch, then go ahead and keep a 1 inch elastic casing. Okay, and if you want your ruffles to be more than 1 inch, you can go ahead and make it 2 inches. All right, so once I was done with this, I went ahead to get a matching thread. Also, because my Ankara fabric and the satin fabric were different colors, I decided to use a matching thread. You can actually skip this. I wanted to have a neat finishing, so I used the black thread up and a green, more like a, what do you call it now, a sea green color, right? If that's the color, to sew around the 1/2 inches. When I was done with that, I then passed my elastic. Just go ahead and use a safety pin and pass the elastic to the elastic casing. Okay, so our hair bun is already coming together. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notification bell icon so when I release a video, you will be the first to be notified. Okay, so this was where I knotted my elastic when I was done, and then I just dragged and it went inside. So this was it. Okay, so if you want to know how I got the measurement for the elastic, just go ahead and take the elastic band, tie it around your head, whichever is comfortable for you, not too tight, a little bit easiness, and then you can go ahead and cut it and then insert it into your hair bonnet. So I went on to put on my satin hair bonnet. It looked so pretty. I also wanted to look at what the Ankara side looked like. Guys, you need to try this. It is so beautiful. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye.